pockets of resistance all around the planet. We've been fighting a long time. If you're listening to this, you are not alone. You are the resistance.
These shots need to get in everybody's arm as rapidly as possible, or we're going to be back in a situation in the fall that we don't yearn for, that we went through last.
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep.
These shots need to get in everybody's arm as rapidly as possible, or we're going to be back in a situation.
These signals being sent through the poor and the underclass are growing.
Areas of growth. We also work with quite a few staffing firms, and they're kind of the first ones to experience that growth.
What's up, guys? Oh, man. Just wanted to talk to you guys. Obviously, man, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm banned on my other channel, okay? And the reason I got banned is because I gave medical misinformation, all right? Now, what I wanted to touch on real quick is the fact that, guys, the information that I'm putting out is definitely a problem with it, okay? I'm not talking about they just banning stuff, guys. I told you. I'm putting videos up on Rumble and stuff, and they're reviewing those at times as well, and they're cutting the videos. They're cutting key information out of the videos. I told y'all, man. I'm telling people this from day one. YouTube was screwing with me. I told y'all that from the jump. Like, I'm one of the first ones they really, really got to screwing with. That's the only reason I'm still here. I keep telling y'all that. But then I jumped to BitChute, and BitChute out the gate started screwing with me, man. They started screwing with me, and I know it wasn't no mess because other people weren't having these problems, man. I'm like, why am I having these problems with y'all? And then I'm seeing now videos get snatched off BitChute. Rumble early on. I knew it was a problem, guys. This is when I knew it was a problem even with Rumble. I uploaded a video. That video was up for 2-3 days, and it just disappeared. Just disappeared. I remember the video and everything. Dang. I can't think. It was called Trap. It was like Trap House or something. Something like that. All right? And it was up for like 2 or 3 days, and they just pulled it. It just disappeared. I said, wait a minute, man. I know I put this video up because I remember I did the premiere was still there. The video was gone. I was like, wait a minute. And then there was another time I was premiering on YouTube, and Rumble and YouTube, they snatched both them shits down at the same time. They snatched the video premiere, which y'all know I just do my little spiel and say, hey, go check out Rumble. They took that down off YouTube, and they took the other video off of Rumble at the same time. You see how I say it's orchestrated, it's organized, guys. That's why I try to get y'all to understand this stuff is organized. This stuff is deep, guys. This stuff is deep cover Danny Glover. You understand what I'm saying? So I ended up putting that Trap House video up again, and they snatched it again. And there was another video I put up, and they snatched it. I said, wow. But I was always thinking, like, why are they messing with me? Why? I couldn't understand that, man. But today, everything has come full circle, man. Like you seeing with the whole snake situation. You know what I'm saying? Like that, hey guys, like I don't be tooting my own horn. I just be telling y'all straight up, man, whether I've been touched by God to say and deliver the message I've been blessed to deliver you guys. But it has seemed like I done been right on the money. And I say I've been on the money, guys, with everything I'm saying. So a lot of times now I'm getting to the point, man, where I really feel that I'm really pushing the message in the right direction. Okay? In the right direction, man. I'm telling y'all, I've been telling y'all this, I'm telling y'all this. Okay? As crazy as the stuff may sound, man, this world is not what you think. First and foremost, okay? I'm going to say this, and this is the most important thing that I can say, guys. We are not alone, okay? Those of y'all that think that we're alone, we are not alone. I'm not going to keep going into it in depth. Talk about demons. We talking about extraterrestrials, whatever. We talk about different worlds, planets, galaxies, flat earth, dimensions, spirituality, resets. We talking all of that, man. All of that stuff has been on this journey, man. This journey we have fulfilled your wildest imagination in this journey. The Twilight Zone is here. Okay? Make no mistake about it. We in the Twilight Zone. The other beings, man, I'm telling you, the other beings, guys, I keep saying this, they walk amongst us. I put videos about this out before. They walk amongst us. Guys, they've been here long before us. They are the gatekeepers. They are the controller. They are in the positions of power. They are the rulers. They rule us. They run this show, man. I'm telling y'all, whether you want to say they the Nephilims, whatever. The fact of the matter is that they are here. They've been discreet about themselves. They've been able to push the agendas that need to be pushed. It's like a bunch of babysitters, man. That's just in the middle. They're on top of the world. They're in the Hollywood. They in the positions. They don't have to work and do the stuff that we, the slave people, have to work. There is no other being that's working like you and me. Do you understand what I'm saying? You wonder why the politicians and stuff raise the taxes and the rich keep getting rich and the poor get poor, because there's a fine line. You know what the fine line is? The fine line is human and non-human. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's human and it's non-human. That's it. That's it, guys. And then you got your people that actually, you know, they part of the priesthood, okay? They part of the lead. They carry out their agendas. Those folks know exactly who's in charge, man. They know everything that's going on, okay? Just like it said in the Bible. Like, I always get biblical with you because a lot of this is biblical. It says that you can sell your soul for fortune and fame. Your soul is a real thing. I've been saying that since before I knew anything about the whole agenda. I said it, man. Your soul is valuable because your soul lives on for infinity if you don't jack it up. You see what I'm saying? If you don't jack it up, when you say, how you jack it up? Well, there's a lot of ways you could possibly jack it up. You could jack it up by putting the wrong stuff in your system, all right? By disconnecting yourself from the true mighty power above. You can jack yourself up, man, put yourself in a bad situation. But your soul is a powerful thing, man. It's a powerful thing, and people give it up. I used to say it all the time, man. People give up their soul before they even know what it's worth. You don't even know what your soul worth, and you done sold it out. Sold your soul for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You sold your soul. Your soul could be worth 2 billion, gazillion, quadrillion lifetimes, and you gave it up for a good hour of fame. That's what it is, because this time that we hear is so short that it's like, what is it worth to get anything? Like, you can earn your good living on this one little planet in this 3D this 3D world, and this could have been the shortest period of time you lived anywhere. You know what I mean? You could go straight from here and go straight to like living in another galaxy in another dimension, and have what, 200, 300 years there before you go on to the next dimension or whatnot. Because I've heard it's up to like 13 dimensions. Crazy as kept, right? So, it's always speculation, you know, because ain't none of us been there, but you got to assume that that's a possibility. And if that's the case, then how many people that lost their soul here messing with this one lifetime? You know, one lifetime you lost your whole soul, and now you don't have nothing to show for it but a couple of jewels and you know, maybe some houses or cars or whatnot. and you then pretty much sacrificed and did all kind of satanic crap, who knows? But the whole point, guys, is that these things have been here, man. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. They've been here, man. They are the ones that are running everything. That's why they on the news. I showed you them on the news. They made sure that they are running the news. They're making sure that they're running the news. And you know what they're telling you? Like, I just posted something. They up there telling you, hey, your kids are now qualified. They're eligible to take the walk. Your kids can go take the walk. You understand what I'm saying? Guys, you got non-humans telling you to take a walk. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, man, it don't get no realer. It don't get no realer than that, man. You got non-humans telling you that your kids are eligible. I don't care if my kid's eligible or not. You see what I'm saying? I don't care if my kid's eligible. I don't care that y'all telling me that my kids are eligible for. That's how y'all should feel. You know? Like, I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all don't speak for me. Y'all don't speak for my race. Y'all don't speak for this world. Okay? If you feel eligible, you go do that. That's your business. Right? But anywho, man, what I'm seeing, man, I seen something. I wanted to touch base with y'all because I know some of y'all kind of dealing with the same thing. But I had a friend, a couple folks I know, man, right now, guys, they all took the walk, right? And they all sick, man. They all sick. And what is happening, guys, they're going and they're taking the quiz, thinking that, oh, I passed the quiz. I don't have the whatchamacallit, but what they negating, what they neglecting to acknowledge is that you're sick. You understand what I mean, guys? You're sick. Everybody's worried about if they sick and they got the whatchamacallit, but they not understand that you're sick. You understand? Like, you're sick. You are normally not sick right now. Why are you sick? You see, they're not looking at that. They like, oh, I took the pop quiz and everything, and I don't got this, I don't got that, I'm good. But you're sick, and you're getting sick on a regular basis. Are you not paying attention to that? That's what's being missed in all of this, man. People not paying attention to the obvious stuff that's happening to them. Like, they think, oh, just because they don't have whatchamacallit, okay? But what it means that they're coming down sick like this on a regular basis, that means that taking that walk is having an effect that we already knew about, but they don't recognize. They not acknowledging that there's something going on behind that. That I'm telling you guys, hey, guys, put in the comments, man. Like, I keep telling y'all, we got to do our own research. We got to get our own information. We got to gather intel, okay, so we can spread it to the masses, spread it amongst each other in the true community. Put in the comments if you know or you have family members, friends, or loved ones that you are noticing that are sick right now. Like, I got like at least, I know 5 people right now. No, I'll take that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know 8 people right now, guys, in my general like circle, all right, that I deal with pretty much on a consistent basis that are sick. Okay, I'm not just talking about sick like, just a little cold. I'm talking about a couple of these folks had to go to the hospital with sickness, and they saying it ain't the whatchamacallit. It ain't the it ain't the 19s. Okay, so they just getting colds and stuff, but these are severe colds. You remember what I was telling you guys? You have impacted your system. You've impacted your system, okay, to where now you are going to get regular colds and infections on a regular basis. You see what I'm saying? And they're not recognizing this because they too busy looking for that. They're not recognizing this because they're looking for that. So this is going right under their noses. It's going right over their head. They're not paying attention to what they've done to themselves, of how they've been affected by this. because they're looking for that. You understand? So I'm seeing this, man, and I don't know. Some of them may not want to acknowledge it, but I know it's a couple that's like, yo, I'm not gonna take the turbo. I'm not gonna get turboed. So they see that much and they notice. And then there's people like you and me that's perfectly fine. See, we perfectly fine. So it looks like, well, what's going on? See, that's why they didn't want it to be some people like us. They didn't want it to be some people like us that we could that we could kind of be that control. You know, you got a control group and everything. They don't want no control group because then that could show who was affected. Okay, once you start seeing this a large group of people that's not affected, then you can start getting real data and real studies done. Okay, and right now it's pretty apparent, man. And it's like, oh, these people ended up in the hospital. They've been saying that, but they've been lying and changing the numbers and changing everything else. But people are in the hospital or whatnot, and these people, they may not have, the whatchamacallit, but they are sick because their immune system is not responding the way that it should. Okay, and so if your immune system doesn't respond the way it should, what are some of the things that will happen? If you have autoimmune deficiency or disease or something like that, then some of the things will happen. You will get sick more frequently and you'll be sick longer. Okay, until the point where you are no longer able to fight regular sickness. Okay, these are the things that are likely to occur. So I didn't want to make this video long, guys. I just wanted to point that out. And also let y'all know that yes, I did put up the video, our story, and yes, the version that got put up on Rumble, somehow they went in and they cut it. Okay, they cut half the dang video. It was like, no, they cut over half. It was like a 2 hour and 36-minute video. And so they cut it. So I had to upload another version on there, and I'm gonna see. Hopefully they don't tinker with it, but I reissued the link so that you can watch that. And like I said, it's a lot of what I've been talking about right now, and mixed with some other stuff. But what I want to say, guys, is that I'm gonna say this, and this is probably gonna be it. But I wanted to put it in perspective real quick, guys. These are what we're dealing with is resets. Okay, understand that first and foremost. There are people in position, in place of power, and everything that are part of these resets. Their only agenda is to make sure that these resets go as planned. There's been resets before. Okay, you've heard of the mud floods and things like that. That Noah's Ark. You've heard of things like that. There's been other instances of these resets. Okay, everybody's looking for a financial reset, but there's also resets of civilization. Okay, you talk about dinosaurs and things getting wiped out. There was other civilizations that got wiped out. You go look at the buildings and things, guys. I put that in the video. The buildings and things that where they all had structures that were above ground, but they also had structures that were below ground that people never really paid much attention to, but you could tell that they weren't supposed to be built like that. Then they give you some fabricated story of why they were like that. Okay, they lie. That's what I'm saying. That's their story. Their story is the lie. They tell you what they want you to believe, and people run with it and they believe it. Okay, that's why they created the tell lies vision, is to make sure that they could tell lies to people to get everybody to go with it, and that's how they change the books and force people to believe what they want them to believe. Okay, it's the people like us that get outside the box, outside the matrix, that's not connected. Once we disconnect, once we wake up and we start seeing the true lies for what they are, then we can start making some changes, or we can start waking up others so that people can see what's really going on. But the point of the matter is, guys, we are pretty much we're pretty much behind enemy lines is what's happening. Okay, we're behind enemy lines, and the enemy is not human. All right, I know it sounds crazy. I know this sounds like a sci-fi movie, but they're not human. Okay, and just like you see in the movies, guys, they've been put in positions. They were grandfathered in, but they were already put there. Some of these things, people and things have been alive for a long time, and they've been They've been able to hide and use different mechanisms and things to keep their youthful look for whatever it's worth, or whatever it might be. But some of them look old as dirt anyway. But they've been given money, so their bank accounts don't look nothing like ours. Okay, they'll never run out of money. They own the money. That's why they're own the money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Pick up your dollar bills. Pick up your hundreds, your fives, your tens, your 20s, whatever. You look at it, right? That texture that you see, that texture, that's their texture. That's their money. Okay? That's their color. Okay? It's all them. And it ties in directly. The stuff that's on there ties in with the priesthood of the elite. They run the money. They have the money. They own the money, and they own the money. You understand what I mean? Like, it don't get no realer than that. That's why they are all able to buy themselves off and get out of trouble. That's why they're able to control these platforms that we're trying to speak on. Like I told you guys, before today, a lot of this information and stuff, people are waking up more now today because this is a different era. We have different ways and we have different platforms and things to get out information. Okay, think about this, guys. There were whistleblowers and things in the past. There was truthers like me in the past, in the 1800s, that saw things, that tried to get this information out just like we are. All right, I'm sure a lot of them got taken out. I'm sure a lot of them, they message fell on deaf ears. A lot of them probably may have been blackmailed or all kind of stuff, but they couldn't just pick up a phone or pick up a camera and start video recording and sending a message out to everybody. But what I wanted to say, one of the main things I want to say, guys, is that they have a way, like I'm saying, guys, they have a way of orchestrating these resets and such. They control the narrative. They control the agendas. They plan this stuff. There was a movie called The Time Machine, guys, that came out in the early 70s, something like that, where they would hypnotize the people. It was like the dude went back in time to a certain year, I guess, when they was a little more like the things that was running the show were a little more like prevalent. They were a little more noticed. Like, people, they were more aggressive. Okay, they would ring a bell and stuff, and I think this stuff really depict what really happened. They would ring a bell or whatnot, and all the people would just like be hypnotized, and they would just be like zombies walking, and they would walk right into these caves, and these things would take them down there, and they would eat them. All right, they would take these things down there and they would eat them, or take these people, regular people like you and me, they take us down and eat them. Well, that's the same thing that's happening today with all these people and kids, man. You talk about the national parks, the 411. That's what's going on, man. We've been thinking the whole time that we the top of the food chain, and that's not the situation. We are not the top of the food chain. We just think that we are, and they let us think that we are the whole time. Okay, what's the best way to defeat an enemy? The best way is for the enemy not to know you ever even exist. Okay? If you don't know that you have an enemy that you fight, and you can't fight because you don't know who to fight. All right, that's why they keep us distracted, keep us fighting amongst each other, created black and white division, which they're going to push that and they're going to run that because that's going to keep them in power and keep them out of the way. Okay, keep them hidden. Like the dude said, they are safe as long as they are not discovered. Well, they've been discovered, but it's only by a select few of the population of people. Okay, I would say, really, guys, at this point, probably 1%, maybe 2% of the population actually know these things really exist, and that they're the ones behind all these natural disasters and stuff. Like the technology that we believe we have, they have furthered the technology way further than what we believe. Okay, the weather machine didn't just get created today. It didn't just get created in the last 10, 20 years. They've been had this weather machine. They've used the weather machine to manipulate the weather to cause natural disasters, what we describe as natural disasters and things. They have control over these things. They pretty much run this world the way that they see fit. They make things go a certain kind of way. Guys, we are just pawns in this whole thing. Like we are we don't have the value that we once thought that we did. And the sooner you realize who's in control here and who's doing what, who's pulling what strings, the better off you will be. The better off you be. They do things to make sure, like they feed on negative energy and stuff. We've talked about this. They also feed on human beings and adrenal glands and things. And so a lot of people don't know nothing about that stuff, man. They don't know nothing about it. And a lot of them have fell victim to this. That's why they make you guys. It's a reason why they want the negative. They want you to have the negative energy and stuff in you. They want you to. You know, they want you to put out the negative energy because that's a certain frequency and energy that they feed off of. They need that. So what sense does it make for them to wipe out all the people to whereas they don't have that negative energy to feed off no more? They always gonna need that negative energy, and they always gonna need adrenal glands. You see what I'm saying? So they can create they little syrup. Okay, so these are things that they gonna have to have. They know what the soul is worth. They know what the soul can do. That's why they make sure that you sell your soul so that they can harness their soul harvesting here. Okay, they soul harvesting. People incarnate here just to be batteries, slaves. That's what you were made to be in this arena. Okay, and like I said, the whole thing with the orphan trains and everything, them replenishing the earth with orphans and things, guys. They've done stuff. They've genetically encoded stuff. They've done that to babies before, but now they're actually doing it. They've been doing it with actual grown people. Do you understand what I mean? That's what this is all about. Transhumanism, changing people until they're not people. Okay, they mixing DNA and stuff like that. They doing a whole lot with a whole lot. They doing a whole lot with a whole lot. That's what I'm gonna say. I said I didn't plan on making a long video here. I just really wanted to touch y'all real quick about some of that stuff, man, because it's become real apparent. Like I said, they run these platforms and things, man. I put the video out, and then I come back, boom. It's been cut from 2 hours and 36 minutes to an hour flat. I did not do that. That's them doing that. They manipulating, they messing with stuff. I told y'all they was messing with me for the longest. They was messing with my videos. All right, and it's apparent. Like they strike my channel, and then they go and they chop my video. You see? So yeah, man, that's really what's going on out here. I did put something out, man. I was talking about the hepatitis and everything. All right, I hope y'all paying attention. Y'all paying attention. This stuff ain't gonna come out. It's not gonna come out on your news station. They're not gonna tell you, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's happening, because the news is controlled opposition. It's controlled opposition, man. Like I said, they got all the people. They got all the right people in the right places. Okay, and it's really like, I don't know, man. It's really gonna be interesting to see over this next year or so, man, because the way the stuff is really starting to hit. Like I told you guys, in the comments, if you could, man, put in if you got family members, friends, and loved ones that you noticing a trend with their health right now. If you're noticing a trend, put it in the comments. We need to be collecting this data, sharing this data. Guys, if you haven't already, my Twitter is in the bio. Okay, it's in the description box. Follow me on Twitter. Like, if I can get enough people to start building up some of these other social media platforms that I'm on, then maybe we can start reaching a little more people. Okay, I can start doing a little more interacting with those crowds so we can get more people to spread more information. And the fact that they just, Elon Musk just bought out Twitter, it might open some things back up for us, for the truth of community, and help us to really start getting some traction out here again. We can start trying to turn the tide a little bit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, guys, I just want to tell y'all that, man. Hope everybody's doing good and in good health right now, man. If you did not take that walk, and you still being affected, man, you may need to watch the company you keeping. All right. So yeah, y'all be safe, man. I appreciate everybody that's been coming through for the premieres. My other channel will be back up and going in the next week. And I'll be posting there again. In the meantime, keep checking Rumble or check back here. Make sure you got both channels locked in, Rumble locked in, so you don't miss a beat. All right, y'all. Be safe. Catch you on the next one.
pockets of resistance all around the planet. We've been fighting a long time. You're listening to this?